In this video, I am going to interview three beautiful Filipinas, so stay tuned. Alright guys, I am here with three Filipinas, three beautiful Filipinas as you can see, and I'm just going to ask them a couple of questions. I've actually have the questions written down because so I won't forget. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First guys, can you tell me your names? We'll start with you, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Queen Ivory Gopio.
I'm Melanie. I'm Kimberly.
So, Queen,
Yes,
Melanie, and Kimberly. Alright, great. So, Queen, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old. Melanie, how old are you?
28.
I am 26 years
Okay.
old.
So 20, 28, and 26. Only 20. Okay, so Queen, where do you live?
I live at Liloan.
Where?
Sambag, San Vicente, Liloan, Cebu.
Lily.
Oh, in Cebu.
Yes.
Oh, okay, it's in Cebu province. Where do you live?
Live in Mandaue.
Mandaue?
I live in Liloan, Cebu, where state.
So everybody's in Cebu province, right? Everybody's in Cebu. Okay, so Queen, do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, we're 6 siblings.
Six.
Yes.
6?
Yes.
So, are you the oldest or youngest?
No,
or
I'm the fourth.
number 4?
Yes.
Alright, so how old is the oldest?
29.
Yes.
So they are all related, right? Cousins, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 cousins. So 29 is the oldest, and you're number 4. And how old is the youngest?
11.
11. Alright, so you have, how many again? 6?
Yes.
6. Wow, okay. How about you, Melanie?
We are 4 and I'm the youngest.
And how old is the oldest?
The oldest is 45.
45, and you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest, 28.
28. Alright, so 6, 4, Kimberly, how many people's in your family?
6. I'm 6 siblings.
Yeah, they are
Sisters.
Now, they're sisters. Alright, so sisters and cousin. Alright, got it. Alright, so Queen, do you live alone or do you live with somebody else? Or
I live with my parents and siblings.
you live with your parents and siblings?
Yes.
How about you, Melanie? Do you live with somebody or
I live alone.
you live alone?
Yeah.
Okay. So you live with your parents and siblings, you're living alone, and how about you, Kimberly?
I live in with my family too.
Oh, so you guys are living together?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so that's just a little introduction. I want to ask a couple questions about work. And guys, I asked them if it's okay to ask these questions beforehand. So they said it was okay. So, yeah, let's talk about work really quick. Okay, guys? So we'll start with Queen. So can you tell me, like, where do you work? So where do you work?
I work at Jollibee.
Jollibee's. Love the chicken.
Yes.
And so, what do you do at Jollibee's?
I am the one who take orders, so I'm a cashier.
You work at the front as a
Yes.
cashier. You ever do drive-through or anything?
Sometimes I'm in the drive-thru.
Oh, okay. So you do both,
Yes.
the drive-through
And the counter.
and the counter. Anyway, so at Jollibee's, that must be really busy. Very
Yes.
popular place here in the Philippines, Jollibee's. So can I ask, like, how many hours do you work at Jollibee's in a typical day or a week?
So I work at 6 hours a day because I'm a part-time
You work
job.
6 hours a day, okay?
And I have a 1 day off every week.
1 day off a week. Can you choose the day off, or do they just tell you?
Only the team leader.
The team leader?
Yes.
Only the team leader can choose, or the team leader tells you?
Only the team leader. But sometimes I can choose, but sometimes I can't. It
Oh.
depends on situation.
The situation. Okay.
Yes.
So you really don't know every week, like, what day you're off.
Yes.
You just happen to be off today. Or they tell you beforehand, like 1 week
they
before?
make a schedule 2 days before the week.
Before the
2 days before you're
Yeah.
supposed to work.
Like they make a schedule Friday for the next week schedule.
Okay. So, okay, and the week starts on Sunday.
Yeah. Monday to Sunday.
Oh, it starts on Monday. Okay. I understand. You know on Friday you get one day off. You don't know what day it is until Friday for the next week.
For the next week.
Got it. All right. And so you say you work there part-time, 6 hours a day, and I guess there's no break.
There is a 1 hour break too.
Oh, you get a 1 hour break, and that's counted in the 6 hours. Or it's 7 hours, and you get 1 hour break and
6 hours pay.
6
Yes,
hours
sir.
pay.
7 hours, then 1 hour.
Oh, okay. 1 hour break.
Then 6 hours pay.
I got it. So how much do they pay per hour at Jollibee's?
50 pesos
50 pesos per
per
hour.
hour.
And so that's 300 pesos a day.
Yes.
And you told me before you get paid like every 2 weeks.
Yes. Every 15 days, 2 weeks.
All right. And they don't take tax out unless
No.
it comes, no taxes taken out. So you get all the money every 2 weeks. And that is how much a month? Or how much is that every 2 weeks about?
3,600
Every-
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. And then you have 2 days off.
Yes.
Right. So that's about 7,200 a month
A
for
month.
Jollibee's. Oh, all right, great. So I also wanted to ask, do you think that's enough to live in the Philippines as a part-time worker?
For me, it's enough for me, but if with my family, it's not.
Okay. So does that allow you to keep a savings or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So what do you spend money on?
I spend money on my...
You're living with your family, I know, right?
Yes.
So that rent, you don't have to, I guess you don't pay rent, right? Or utilities or internet, or so what do you actually spend that money on?
On school.
School.
Yes, I spend my money on school.
Alright.
Like buying books, daily...
Is that expensive?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How much do you have to pay that for school every? How's that work? Every semester or every quarter or every month or how's that
Every
work?
semester.
And semesters every 3 months, 4 months.
6 months? Every 6 months.
Every
Because it's
semester is
divided,
6 months.
it's divided into 2 every year.
Finance and
Yeah. Okay. You mind me ask like how much was that? So which school do you go to? What college or university are you going to?
I studied at Cebu Technological University.
Cebu Technology College University.
Yes.
Great. And so what are you studying there?
My course is education.
Education. Great. So you want to be a teacher?
Yes, someday.
Uh,
I want to teach students with disability.
oh, you want to speak
Yes.
kids with disabilities, like special
Child.
childs,
Children.
right? And okay, so that's I guess special course.
Yes.
You have to study something special to do that.
Yes.
sign language.
Like sign language,
Sign
braille
language?
class, Down syndrome,
Some-
how to interact them.
Well, that's interesting. So is it like American Sign Language or is like Visayan or Tagalog?
Filipino sign language.
I studied a little sign language in America. Americans, do you know American Sign Language? Like A,
Yes, A,
B,
B,
C.
C,
Oh, you know that already.
E, F. Yes.
So Filipino Sign Language, is it more difficult or easier?
A little bit difficult.
A little more difficult? Yeah, I'll never learn it, I can tell you that. Anyway, so you spend most of the money on the college for education. You want to be a teacher there, and books and tuition and all that stuff. Okay, good. So, do you give money to your family members?
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Sometimes.
Do you think it's so? I know a lot of subscribers, a lot of people watching videos talking about sending money to Filipinos and family members. Do you think it's necessary for somebody who is not living at home to send money to their family members?
Yes, because it's their responsibility for their parents.
Okay. So there you have it. It's responsibility.
Because that's our culture. too.
Yeah, so it's their culture to send money to family members, part of the Filipino culture. Because in America, we don't do that. Because we think, when you start your own family, you're responsible for your own family. You have to take care of your own family first. And your parents, of course, they grew you up, right? But now I'm responsible for my own family, basically, right? And so I never sent money to like my parents because I had to use it for myself. If I sent money to my parents and then now I don't have money, and same thing, if my kids send money to me, then they don't have money. So totally different culture, but yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's work. Let's move on to Melanie.
Yes.
Melanie, do you have a job?
Of course, I have a job.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work from home.
You're working from home.
Yeah, I actually work a double. In the morning, I tutor students. I have 3 students. And by the night, I work from 9 in the evening until 6 in the morning.
So education is big here in the Philippines. Teacher, education, everybody's, it's big in the Philippines, huh? Lots of people want to be teachers.
No, because it's the cheapest course you can get in the Philippines. You don't
Really?
have to spend much in college if you're in education.
So does that mean there's a lot of competition, like too many teachers, and it's hard to get a job, or what?
Yes. And
Unless you have something, I guess special kids is fewer people want to do that, I guess, so it's probably easier, right? Anyway, so you're working online, education, right? Is that all you do, or do you do anything else, or?
yeah, that's pretty much what I do to earn.
Income? Alright, so how often are you working online, or how many hours do you usually work in a week?
With my students, one of them, that's Monday to Fridays, 1 hour a day, and 2 of them, I'm just having 2 sessions a week, so 2 hours a week for the 2 of them.
So that's what, 3 hours
Yeah.
tutoring
3 hours.
a day?
Only for Tuesday and Thursday, because the 2 of them, they only get 2 hours a week.
Okay.
So actually, pretty much 3 to 250 per hour for.
Okay, well, but anyway, back to the hours. How many hours total do you think you work a week?
Including my 8 hours night shift, that's for customer service. So 8, 9, 10, 11 hours a day.
11 hours a day? And how many days a week do you work? Is it every day? Or do you get a day off, or how's that work?
11 hours for 2 days in a week. The rest is just 9 hours a day.
Okay, so total is how many hours you think a week? About. It doesn't have to be perfect, just in a roundabout number.
50 something hours a week, I guess I work.
50 some hours a week. So that's like 200 and some or more hours a month. And does that pay well, or can I ask how much you make a month usually?
Yeah, for me, that's actually a good job already at this time, because I'm getting 27,000 a month for the night job for
Mhm.
customer service, accounting, prospecting, and a lot of
Okay.
tasks. And for my students, pretty much 250 per hour.
250 pesos per hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And so,
So,
do you think that's enough, or do you have a lot of expenses, or do you think it's enough, or do you want more, or what?
For me though, no matter how much the pay is, the more it's getting higher for the income you have, the more you'll have more expenses, because more will be, oh, I need this from your family, and so you have to spend for them.
Okay. And so, besides family, we talked about that earlier. What do you usually spend money on? Or can you keep a savings?
I should be able to, but I'm still starting. The night job for me is, that's a new job, and I'm just starting, so
Okay.
I haven't saved much really. I'm still.
So, what do you spend the money on?
I'm spending that pretty much just for the house, for the rent. electricity bills, water, internet, and the rest would be for food and money.
Bills. Yeah.
Especially my mom.
Everyday, daily life kind of stuff. You're not buying diamond rings or
No, I'm not.
Rolex
I'm not
watches
wearing any
or-
jewelry.
or
I'm
something
not
like
that kind of a girl who wears jewelry anyway.
yeah. Okay.
So I don't have any.
Okay, good. All right, so let's move on to Kimberly. I hope you can see back there. Can you see? Okay, good. I'll try to get out of the way. So yeah, let's talk about work. So where do you work?
I am currently working as a social worker.
Social worker. Great. So you're helping people.
Yes.
Okay. Is that in Cebu? Or do you have to go somewhere sometimes?
Only here in Liloan, Cebu.
Okay, here in Cebu. So what kind of social work do you do? What kind of stuff do you help people with?
We conduct contact tracing.
Yeah,
We conduct to the COVID patient.
COVID patients?
Yeah.
So it's COVID, do you think the number is going down now or it's, I know the alert level has gone down to level 1 here in Cebu.
Yeah.
So you're getting less work now or that
Yes.
good thing or bad thing?
We are only conduct only through phone call.
Oh, only through
Yes.
telephone calls.
Yeah, it's easy.
So it's going way down. Yeah. So that's a good thing. So how many hours, or do you work full time or part time?
Full time, 10 days every 2 weeks.
10
We
days.
paid 350 every day.
Okay. So 10 days. You say 10 days every 2 weeks.
That's it.
So is it like you get 5 days and 2 days off a week?
Yes, 2 days off.
Okay. And then you get paid every 2 weeks.
Yes.
And you said it's 300 something
350
per hour
per day.
per day.
Yes.
Okay. So that's about
3,500 every 10 days.
so it's about the same as somebody in working at Jollies.
Yeah.
Right.
But
so
we
you're
have,
working full time, but she's working part time. It's almost the same, right?
yes, but we have 3 hours overtime, 43 pesos per hour.
Okay. You have to work overtime. It's just when they tell you. They're like, oh, you have this week. You have to work more, or you can choose.
12 hours every week, every 5 days.
Oh,
So it's
so
mandatory.
2 hours.
Mandatory. Yes.
Mandatory over.
It's
12
mandatory.
hours.
You have to. You can't be like, nope, sorry, I gotta go someplace. 10 hours. No, sorry. No overtime for me. You have to
Yeah.
do it. Okay. Okay. Great. So you guys live together. You give money to your family too, or?
I pay for our rent house every month.
Oh, okay. So you pay for the rental fee for
Yes.
the house every month. And as far as the culture thing, do you think that's normal, or that's something that you should be doing, or you think, oh, I earn the money, I should spend it how I want to?
Yes, and kinahanglan ako, dili man sa ingon nga obligasyon jud nako ang mutabang, pero kay sa pagkakaroon kinahanglan jud akong tabangan akong ginikanan. Ilabi na karon nga pandemic, so kinahanglan namo ron magtinabangay.
Okay, so I don't understand Filipino at all, so can you translate it, somebody?
Yeah, sure. What she's trying to say is, it's not that she's responsible to help the family for the rent and all bills, but
Uh-huh.
she just feels like she needed to help because of this pandemic. Her parents don't get enough income to pay everything and support
Okay.
the whole family. So
Okay. Okay. So do you spend money on yourself?
No.
Nothing?
Sometimes,
You don't buy?
sometimes I buy my own my clothes,
Yeah.
that's it, my shoes.
Are you able to keep like a savings for yourself for the future, or no?
I have.
Oh, okay, good, good. I didn't even ask you that. Do you have a savings or no?
honestly, I have nothing.
Yeah. It's okay. Alright, so that's enough about work and money and stuff like that. Let's move on to relationships.
Oh.
Let's talk about relationships. I have some questions written down here. So we'll start with Queen first. Are you single or married?
I'm a taken.
Oh.
I have a boyfriend.
Oh, you have a boyfriend. Okay, so you have a boyfriend. So yeah, let's talk about your boyfriend. How long have you guys been together?
3 years and a half.
2.5 years. So you started dating before COVID.
Yes, before COVID.
How'd you meet him? At university or high school?
Just at Jollibee also.
At Jollibee. So he works at Jollibee now?
He's a call center now.
Oh, he works at a call center. Oh,
He
okay.
recently resigned.
Yeah, Max and Newton, they just opened a call center here down there. They're hiring actually down here, I think. Anyway, so you have is he Filipino or a foreigner?
Filipino.
Filipino. Have you ever dated a foreigner?
No. He is my first boyfriend.
He's your first boyfriend. Okay. So, have you ever, okay, would you ever so I know you have a boyfriend now. Let's say you break up with him for whatever reason. Would you ever consider dating someone like me, a foreigner, or no?
It
You
depends.
strictly Filipinos?
It depends on situation in the future.
Now, like what, for
I
example?
don't know what might happen in the future, but
So-
I feel Filipino.
Oh, okay. You like Filipinos. She doesn't like me, guys. Okay. But anyway, talking about foreigners, I guess in so usually like foreigners in the Philippines, there's a lot of big age gaps, difference between age. Some people come here after they retire, they could be 62, 65, dating a 20-year-old or 20 to 25-year-old. What do you think of like age gaps, or does that happen a lot with between Filipinos and Filipinas, or is that just between a foreigner and Filipinas usually, or what do you think?
Based on my observations, it's a lot of the foreigner and Filipino. There's a lot of gap than to Pinay.
Oh, okay. So what about between Filipinos? Is there not an
Sometimes-
age gap like that, or?
Yes, but it's only like 5 years, 6 years. That's no.
Okay, so it's mainly between foreigners and Filipinos, right? Age gaps. Okay. So what do you think about age gaps between foreigners and Filipinos? You think that's weird, or you think it doesn't matter? Age is just a
Age
number,
doesn't
or
no.
Love
Age
doesn't
is
matter.
yes. Age is it doesn't it doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
all about love.
okay. So you wouldn't feel weird if you're like, or what about the parents? Don't you think parents would feel weird if I had a daughter and she's 20 and she's dating a guy older than me? I'd probably be, I don't know. Do you think what about Filipino parents? They don't care? Or
Yeah, thank you.
are they your parents? Do you think your parents would care?
Maybe.
Maybe, but they always support whatever our decision is.
Oh, okay. So they support you, whatever you
Yes,
decide.
yeah.
They
As long
always
as you're,
respect our decision.
as long as you're in love, it's
Yes.
okay. Alright, good. So let me ask you this about speaking of your family. Does your family want you to like hurry up and get married or get married
They
soon?
just
I want to have grandchildren soon, or
my parents they just want me to be stable before to get married.
nice. So in life, like with
Yes.
income and job, and they want you to be stable before you get married.
Yes.
So after you get married, you won't be working anymore, or you'll continue to work, you think, or no?
I want to continue my work
You want to continue.
because
Oh.
I also want to provide the needs of my future children.
So you want to have children in the future?
Yes, I want 5 children.
You want 5? So you like a big family? You're from a big family, so
Yes,
you want to
I-
have a big family.
Yes.
You want to have, why 5?
Why?
Why not 4? 2 boys, 2 girls. 5?
Yes, I want
Why-
5 because
Why 5?
because it's more healthy, happier, and joy in the house when we have a lot of people in the house.
It also costs a lot more money.
But that's okay. We can work together. with my wife and with my husband and my family.
Okay. So you want to have a big family of 5. Do you prefer boys or girls, or
I
you don't care?
prefer 3 boys and 2 girls
3 boys and 2 girls. So why 3 boys and not 3 girls and 2 boys?
because boys they can carry our last name and girls they can help me in the house.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Alright. So when you said you met your boyfriend 2.5 years ago in 2018.
Yes.
So and you met at work, Jollibee's. So what do you usually look for in like a partner? Is he like tall and handsome, or or
He's just a simple guy.
yeah? But I mean, what were you looking for? You just look for simple guys?
Honestly, I don't have intention to have boyfriend that early.
Yeah.
But when he come, I fell in love. Yes, because he's
So what did you do? You were at Jollibee's working, and he's like, hey, want to go on a date? Or what did he?
no, he's the one who chat me. Then at first I don't like him.
Oh yeah.
But
So he chatted with you at work, or you mean like on Facebook Messenger or something, or text message, or how?
both.
Oh, both.
It's
So he asked you for like your Facebook or something like that, and started chatting with you.
He's asking my crewmates about my Facebook.
Oh, so you got the information from another person, and
To
then he
have
contacted
connection.
you, and you're like, oh, I don't know this guy, but okay, I'll chat with him. Or you knew him from work already, I guess, right? Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so let's move on. Melanie, relationships. So are you single or married?
I'm not yet married.
So 28 years old and single, okay. Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other?
It's something I don't want to talk about, but yeah, I'm
Oh, okay.
with someone else.
She doesn't want to talk about it. Alright, anyway, you're with somebody. How long have you been together?
Not really with somebody, but yeah.
So
We're
how,
not living together.
oh, okay. How long?
We've been since pandemic started.
Dating, alright.
2017.
Have you ever dated a foreigner before?
Yeah.
Oh, you have, okay. So how did you meet the foreigner? Was it somebody and did you meet in the Philippines or online, or how'd you meet?
That was online.
Online.
And,
Okay. Can you tell me more about your relationship with foreigner? Is there a big age gap, or?
Age doesn't matter anyway.
Okay. So you think age doesn't matter?
Yeah, age doesn't matter. So long as you understand each other, so it's fine.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. I think many Filipinos feel the same way. That age doesn't really matter. It's just a number. Does your family want you to get married and have kids soon?
Honestly, yeah, being the only daughter among us, I mean, the siblings.
Alright, so in your family, you're the only daughter. So they always like, hurry up and get married. I want to have grandchildren.
Yeah, they wanted me to get married. But of course, I have to wait for my brother first to get married. I still have one brother who's not yet married.
Why do you have to wait for your brother to get married?
Well, I just want to because it's part of the tradition that if you have an elder sibling who's not yet married, you have to wait because if you marry first, it feels like you owe your elder brother or sister something during their wedding if they wed after you.
Okay, so if they never get married, then you have to never get
Like
married
it's
too?
my fault, probably.
Really? Ooh, okay.
It's
So remember, guys, if they have an older sibling and they don't get married, then it's their fault. Anyway, okay. So your family does want you to get married soon, have children. You want to have children?
Yeah, I want to have children.
So Queen wants to have 5. How many do you want to have?
I want just 2, a boy and a girl. That's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
And how many family members? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 3 brothers. I'm the only.
So 4 total, and you're the youngest.
Yeah.
So you have 3 brothers, but you want 2 children.
Yeah.
Does it matter if they're boys or girls, or do you have a preference?
I have a preference. I want a boy and one girl.
You want a
A
boy
son
and a
and a
girl.
Yeah.
So why a boy and a girl, and not two boys or two girls?
At least I want a boy because I want someone to at least have it carry stuff at home when they're adults
Protect
or
you.
teens. Yeah, that would help for household
Yeah.
chores.
Yeah, the boys can help with house chores. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and a daughter. Yeah, of course, I want a daughter too because I want to make the hairstyles for kids while they're still young. Make the dresses. I mean, buy their dresses. I want those cute stuffs for a daughter.
Yeah,
So
you
I
want to
want
do
a-
girly things with the daughter. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Kimberly and relationships. Are you single or married?
I'm taken.
Taken. All right. So everybody here's taken apparently. Sorry. Maybe you have some friends or something, and you can introduce because I know a lot of people on YouTube are looking for Filipinos. So if you have any friends, get in contact with me, and I'll interview them too. Anyway, you were taken. So significant other, right? How long have you been together?
We've been 2 years and 4 months
After.
2 years and 4 months. So before the pandemic too, right?
before pandemic,
Okay.
2019.
Now, can I ask, is that a Filipino or a foreigner?
It's a Filipino girl.
Filipino girl. Okay.
Filipina.
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 It's a Filipino girl. All right. So you guys are about the same age, or is there a big age gap?
Same age.
Same age. Okay. So you guys been together for 2.5 years, or anyway, about 2.5 years. Have you ever dated a foreign girl, or ever consider it?
Not yet, but
Not yet.
yeah.
So if there's any foreign girls out there,
Yeah, I don't know what the future is, but
contact.
I think someday.
You think someday? Okay.
Foreigner.
So why? Tell me, like, why would you consider dating a foreigner as a? Is there something you like about foreigners, or compared to Filipinos?
I like their height.
Height.
Height, you know, their
Yeah, most foreigners are tall.
their skin,
Their
nice
nose.
skin, their nose.
Yes,
I remember before.
Color.
Yeah, Filipinos like the white skin, don't they?
why?
And I don't know what's up with the nose. What do you mean their nose? You said their nose. You think the same thing about the nose, everybody, or no?
Flat nose. We have flat nose.
Nose. We really like long
So I don't have a flat nose.
Yeah, that's high.
High? I have a high nose. Okay, that's sexy to have a high nose. So most Filipino guys or girls, Filipinos don't have like long noses.
Yeah, we don't have.
That's
that.
considered
We have
attractive in the
small
Philippines?
black nose.
Cute.
So what's attractive? So like white skin's attractive, high tall nose is attractive.
Their
Anything?
eyes too, it's very attractive.
Clean, handsome.
Yeah.
Eyes, yeah, we have different color eyes.
And the brows,
Tall.
the hair.
Anything else?
That's
Alright,
it.
so as long as they're tall and they have a high, tall nose and white skin, you're okay?
Yes.
Alright, what about like a darker skinned foreigner, like a black guy or somebody that has Indian or somebody that has a darker skin color, a
No.
foreigner? Would you ever consider dating somebody like that?
I don't know
Yeah.
for now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a safe answer. Don't know for now. Okay, good. So what else? So let's see. Now you said you're dating a girl here in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
And so, is it possible to get married or no?
Here in Philippines.
In the Philippines, yeah.
No, but
So you just have to live with somebody forever. If you want to be with somebody forever.
yes.
Well, she actually wished to have a daughter or son with a foreigner.
Because in America, it doesn't matter. Like
Yes.
you can go there and get married. I don't know if it's like that in another country, like I know you can get married in Thailand, or I don't know what their laws is with like same-sex marriage. Do you want to get married if you could get married in the Philippines or no?
Really? Because I...
You know, it's not allowed here.
Yeah.
I know it's not allowed, but would you, if it was allowed?
Yes.
Oh, you would? No. Okay. All right. And as far as children goes, do you want children or no?
I'm looking for it. But I hope someday I can have my own.
So what will happen? You have a girlfriend and then you want a child.
So, yeah, let's talk about that. So you're talking about like having with another person, what do you call that? Or is adoption big in the Philippines? Like you can adopt a child, or I don't know if they have adoption in the Philippines
Oh
or
no,
not.
adoption. Yes.
So would you consider adopting a child, or how would that work?
Maybe adoption.
Yeah,
If-
is it difficult to adopt a
if-
child in the Philippines or no?
Yes.
No.
Adoption.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not difficult. So they have like, what do you have to go someplace, and do they like come and check and like in America, adoption happens. They have a place, and it takes a long time.
Same thing.
It costs a lot of money. There's a lot of paperwork. You have to get the approval of the parents, and then there's I can't remember what the name of the agency is, but they like come to your house, make sure you're not like you're a good environment. Same thing in the Philippines. Takes a long time,
Same thing.
but it's possible. So yeah, okay. Well, that's good. As long as you're happy with whoever you are, I don't care. Like I don't care what. It doesn't matter as long as you're happy with the person. What else would I forgot what I was going to ask. That's why I have this notebook. Yeah. So how many, if you did want to have?
Mhm.
So we have 28. Oh no, sorry.
26.
5, 2. So that's 7 so far. How about if you
Maybe 3.
3
Yes.
Okay.
boys or girls?
And
2
again.
boys and 1 girl.
So why more boys than girls?
Because boys can protect their own siblings and their own family, and yeah.
Yeah, in my house there was 5 of us. I had 4 brothers, well, including me, 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Oh.
So I have only 1 sister in my family. I didn't really protect her at all. I was the youngest.
Okay.
So it depends on if the boys are older, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and the ages that they grow up. Like if they go to the same elementary school or junior high school or high school, that can help. Whether it's especially with the girls, protecting the girls. What else was I going to ask? I already asked about your family. Didn't I ask about the family, what they think about
You haven't?
okay, so go ahead. What does your family think about this situation? They just want you to be happy and be with whoever you want to be?
Yes,
Or
yeah.
do they help you like adopt some children?
They are always supporting us what our decision.
Great. So you met your girlfriend 2.5 years ago. How did that happen? Were you looking same work or online or?
Online Facebook, we chatting.
Yeah, so you chatted on Facebook first. So they are in Cebu or different
I'm
province? Or?
in Manila and she was here.
Oh, you were in Manila and she was in Cebu. So you travel for work or
Yes,
you were
for
living
work.
in Manila?
Yes, for work.
So social work, you have to go anywhere in the Philippines? It's not just like the province?
She was in Manila before COVID happened.
Alright, and then you came to Cebu after you met online? That's why you came here?
Yeah.
Or you came here
Vacation.
because of work?
I came here for vacation and pandemic na.
Oh, you came for
She was-
vacation, so then the pandemic started
Yes.
and you couldn't go back.
Yes.
So you were stuck in Cebu
Yes.
and you're still here.
Yeah.
You think you'll stay here or go back to Manila or?
I don't think so because I am liking working here now.
Yeah.
You like it better than Manila?
Hmm?
You like working in Cebu
Yes.
more than you did in Manila?
Yes.
Is it easier work, or you just like the environment better, or what?
Much better here because my family is here
Hmm.
than in Manila because
Oh, okay.
it's difficult.
Yeah, away from home, away from family, difficult to contact people. Yeah, okay. So that's enough about relationships. Let's move on to my next question. Food. Let's talk about food. So we'll start with Quinn. What kind of food do you like?
I like sinigang baboy.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a pork sabaw soup.
Yeah.
Pork sabaw. So sabaw is soup?
It's so aslum.
Is it like spicy, or what kind of flavor?
Sour.
It's so sour.
Sour?
Sour.
So you like sour foods?
Yes, I like sour food.
Okay. Filipino foods mainly, or Western food? Which would you?
That's a food.
Filipino food?
Yes.
Mainly Filipino food? You don't like Western food?
As long as it's a Filipino food, I like it.
Okay. But you prefer Filipino food if you had to choose. Okay. Do you eat balut?
Yes, I really like balut.
Yeah, I know many Filipinos love balut. I've seen pictures of it, and there's no way I will eat balut. Sorry.
No, that's delicious.
Yeah, maybe it's delicious, but I will not eat it ever. So you mentioned, I can't remember the name actually. There's Filipino soup. What's the name of it again?
Sinigang.
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 Pork sinigang.
Pork sinigang. So there's different types. There's pork or beef or chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But you like the pork one. So for the viewers out there, if they were to come to the Philippines, my subscribers, people who watch this video, as far as Filipino food goes, what would you recommend for a foreigner like me to try? Would it be
I would
that pork
prefer-
or something different?
What's the yummy?
Delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, what delicious food would you recommend for a foreigner like me, for me to try? I might make videos of trying different Filipino foods, what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking of, okay, what should I try? What do you recommend?
Bisayang gulay.
Lisolang gulay. Okay, what exactly is that?
It's a
It's
different-
made of vegetable soup.
It's a vegetable soup?
Yes, it's very yummy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make a video of it. I'll try it someday and make a video of it. Alright, so Mel, what kind of food do you like?
My favorite is the young jackfruit
Jackfruit,
cooked with coconut milk
cooked with coconut milk.
and dried fish.
And that's your favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So you have a meal of dry fish and coconut milk and jackfruit, and you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Filipino food, obviously,
Yeah, that's
right?
Filipino food.
Or if you had to choose between that's your favorite. So Filipino food or Western food, you would choose Filipino food.
I choose Filipino food, but Western foods, yeah, just sometimes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Because,
okay.
Yeah, sometimes you wanna
Try
try also some other food and
Right.
see how delicious they.
So if for a foreigner like me, talking about Filipino food, what would you recommend for them to try if they were to come to Mactan, Newtown, or Cebu, or the Philippines in general? What would you recommend for a foreigner to try?
Foreigners,
Or not even foreigners, I mean it can be Filipino too, but
I'd like you to try adobo.
adobo.
Pork adobo with chicken and boiled egg.
Pork adobo with chicken and boiled eggs. Okay, I'm gonna take notes and I'm gonna make videos trying all these different Filipino foods and give my reaction whether I like it or not. Alright, so I think so Kimberly, same question. What kind of food do you like?
seafood,
Seafood.
Yeah.
Me too. I love seafood.
crab, shrimp,
I love crab. I love shrimp. So what's your favorite though? If you have to choose like any food.
Favorite.
Yeah, favorite. Number one, the best.
best
You
is
can
crab,
eat every day.
What cooking for crab?
adobo, cook like
Adobo?
crab, adobo crab, or in a big deep
Adobo crab.
It's like
It's
boiled with some spices and
Okay.
boiled dry.
So you boil the crab and you add spices
Yes.
or something.
Just yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh meat from the crab is
Sounds delicious. I love crab. I love seafood. I love shrimp. I love all that. But as far as Filipino food, if somebody, so they told us their recommendations. What would you recommend for a foreigner like me to try as far as Filipino food goes? Seafood is it's not really Filipino food, I don't consider. It's from the ocean, it's for everybody. But like specific Filipino food, what would you recommend?
Sisig.
Don't say
Pork
believe.
Sisig and street food.
we
Barbecue.
have street foods here,
Street
like
food.
Instant
you know the intestines and
Like
internal
cow
organs of
intestines or pork
pork.
intestine?
chicken.
Pork and chicken.
You fry it. We call it isaw. You know
Isaw. No, I have no
Chicken
idea.
intestines you fry or barbecue.
Or
So it's like a skewered, like on the grill, on a
Yes.
stick? We call it kebab.
Kebab. Okay.
Kebab.
But kebab is basically, it's some kind of meat. It could be beef, it could be chicken, it could be shrimp, it could be seafood. They put like vegetables on it, like onion or green pepper, and they grill it, and you eat it. It's basically the same thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we don't put vegetables or others. Just plainly, if it's meat, then it's meat. And chicken intestines, and it's chicken.
Okay.
Chicken feet.
Yeah.
I'm
Chicken
hungry.
head.
Yeah, the
egg,
chicken
Are
feet.
you guys
head.
hungry now or no?
Right. We're hungry.
I'm so hungry too.
But-
But I got just a couple more questions. This video is going on pretty long. We're already at 48 minutes. So let's move on to the next one. Just two more. Travel. Do you like to travel?
Yes, I like to travel.
Alright, so tell me, where have you been to?
Only Masbate. I like Masbate, then Naga.
That's here in the Philippines.
Yes, it's only Philippines.
Okay. So you recommend for a foreigner is a good place to go, or where would you recommend going as a foreigner?
I would like you
And
to-
why?
It's better to go Palawan.
Palawan.
Yes, it's very nice there.
Okay. So by nice, what do you mean?
It's very beautiful.
Very
Based
clear.
on very clean, the
Yeah.
nature, the Filipinos there is also a good,
Good.
acting.
Okay.
That's very
Yes,
nice.
service.
It's very good.
So it's beach resort,
Yes, the
kind
beach.
of, or yeah. Okay. I've never been to Palawan. I've been to Boracay. I've been to Bohol. I've been to Manila. I've been to Cebu. I don't remember where else I've been, but I've never been to Palawan.
Palawan.
Have you been? Have you been to Palawan?
I haven't, but it's only in the YouTube. I only saw the YouTube. I only saw in the Facebook that the Palawan is very beautiful.
Okay, so I may go to Palawan. I'll make a video about it, and then you can watch my video. All right. So, in the Philippines, never traveled outside of the Philippines to another country.
I haven't.
No. Okay. Would you like to go like outside the Philippines somewhere, or?
I like to go to California or Singapore.
Ooh.
It's my dream to go there.
California or Singapore?
Yes.
Where would you go first if you could go to either?
California.
California. Wow. Okay. So why California? Disneyland or why California?
What's it?
What's
I just want to. Just
Hollywood? That's where all the movies are made. Yeah, California is a nice place. They have the beaches and they have Hollywood and they have Disneyland and stuff like that. So, Singapore. I know Philippines have. There's a certain list of countries that you can go to without needing the visa. Is Singapore one of those, or do you need a visa to go to Singapore, or no? Do you know?
Oh, Singapore, yeah, you need a visa.
Okay.
Tourist visa.
Alright, so you need a tourist visa. But it's easier to go to Singapore, I guess, than going to California. America is really strict with Filipinos coming to America, even though as a tourist, which I don't get. But okay. So yeah, speaking of that, like some countries are like really strict. Do you think that's fair or no?
It's No.
You don't think it's fair?
Yes.
Okay. You want to like explain more? Why? Why not?
Can you please repeat?
I mean,
Can I what? Do you want me to explain?
yeah.
Okay, so the reasoning in America is because a lot of Filipinos that came to America and as tourists and they don't go home. They just stay there. And so in America, there's a different beneficial systems like welfare, like we can get money for food or work. They will do a job that does for Americans is like there's no way we'll do that job because of the amount of money they will pay. But Filipinos will, and then they'll send the money back home, and it's like taking jobs away from Americans or taking benefits away from Americans. So they have, or they will get married and then just get married and come to America and then get divorced and go away or meet some other guy or something. Anyway, there's a lot of reasons. They're really strict, not with only Filipinos, like with other countries too. But specifically with Filipinos, I guess, because they're worried if you go to America, you'll never go home. You'll just stay there. So that's one of the big reasons. Anyway, so sorry, but it's not my policy. But that's one of the main reasons that they have. Let's move on to Mel. You like to travel?
Yeah, I like to travel.
Where have you been to?
Not much in the Philippines, but I mean, Mindanao and
Mindanao.
Visayas part, yeah.
Visayas? Okay.
Mindanao, I've been to.
I've never been to Mindanao.
Yeah, you should be there too.
I should go to Mindanao.
Yeah, you should be there. It's pretty nice, especially.
Okay. So you recommend going to Mindanao, like the best? She said Palawan.
No.
Where would you recommend going?
We're the same. I'd like to recommend Palawan. I really wish to be there too. That's
Two
number
Filipinos
one.
recommend Palawan.
Yeah, because Palawan.
Not Cebu, not Manila, not Boracay, not Bohol, Palawan.
Yes, Palawan.
Are you gonna say the same thing?
Yes, Palawan.
Everybody recommends Palawan for some reason. Why?
Princesa.
Well, because the nature is very great.
Yeah, but they have nature
You'll
everywhere,
have-
don't they?
Everything in one place. Resort. You have
Waters.
caves,
Waterfalls.
waterfalls.
Beaches,
Yeah.
mountains.
Yeah.
They have everything in
They
Palawan.
have everything in Palawan.
So why doesn't everybody live in Palawan?
It's just so expensive.
More than Cebu?
Yeah.
More than Manila?
Yes.
It's so expensive because it's basically only for tourists, or do a lot of Filipinos live there?
Expensive because you'll get the luxury time while you're there. Everything.
So it's a
great,
tourist
so you don't-
destination, basically, mainly
Yeah.
for tourists. Okay. Anyway, you recommend going to Palawan. She recommends going to Palawan. Kimberly recommends going to Palawan. Outside of the Philippines,
I'd
do you
like,
want to travel outside the Philippines?
Yeah.
And if yes, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go first on the place where the pyramid.
The pyramids.
Yeah.
Egypt.
Egypt?
Is it Egypt? Yeah.
Yeah, Egypt. So you want to
I
go
know
to
it's
Egypt? Okay.
difficult to go to Egypt, but
Yeah, I don't know.
that's
Is
number
it
one
difficult
on my
for
list.
Filipinos to go to Egypt, or do you need a visa to go to Egypt, or I don't know
I
what's
guess
difficult.
there's
Yeah?
some needed.
You just want to see the pyramids in person?
So I wanna know how historic really the place is and
So you like historic history and stuff. So in the
Because
Philippines, what's the most famous like historic place you think in the Philippines?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea? Anybody? Like
Well,
what's,
I hate history subject.
yeah, but you just said you wanted to see history in the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's why I hate history. I only know.
You hate
the-
Filipino history. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I hate it.
Okay. So the Egypt to see the Sphinx. Any place else you'd want to go? Outside of the Philippines?
Paris.
Why Paris?
The tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Is that Eiffel Tower? Yeah, I wanna go there.
Yeah, I've been to Paris. You can ride the tower. They charge per level that you go up.
Oh.
So I think there's 3 different levels. You go up on the elevator. I actually went at night, and there was a long line to go up, and you had to pay on every level that you went up. So it costs more the higher you went up. But yeah, it's nice. You should go there. Alright, so any other place you want to visit or you want to move on to Kimberly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So Kimberly, you like to travel?
Yeah.
Alright. Where have you been to?
Here in Philippines, I've been in Camotes Island.
Camotes Island. Okay.
Yes. And then Masbate,
Ayan, yeah.
Bantayan,
Lots of
Leyte.
places.
yes, Leyte, so many.
Leyte. Okay. So where do you recommend in the Philippines to visit?
Camotes. First,
You said
Palawan,
Palawan. Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
second,
Everybody's Palawan. Okay.
Camotes Island.
Second, where?
Camotes Island.
Camotes Island. Okay, so why there?
Because so the water there is so clear and the place is quiet.
Oh,
And
so
you
it's
can
good for
relax
like
there, you know. Yes.
snorkeling, like
Yeah.
snorkeling, clear water.
There we go, yeah.
Alright, so which is closer, Palawan or what was it?
Palawan is better.
I mean, closer.
Oh, that's closer.
Closer to Cebu.
To Cebu, yeah, Camotes.
Camotes is closer to
So
Cebu.
Palawan and
One-
Camotes.
Usa mo ang barko gikan diri padung dito abot na.
Can you take a ferry there, or do you have to take an airplane to Palawan or Camotes Island, or how can you go there?
Just a ferry.
Ferry.
You can take a ferry there.
Yeah.
From here.
How long does it take you to go there? About
I think 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours by ferry. Oh, okay. So you can go there by ferry. That's interesting. May have to go there and check that island out
Yes.
there.
There's
Um, So how about overseas? Been overseas, or do you want to go overseas?
I
Or
want to go in New York.
New York?
Yes.
Okay, I love New York.
Fashion.
Yes, because so many Hollywood stars live there. The place so nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of famous people in New York. It's really, it's one of the in the United States, it's the most expensive city in the United States. New York. But yeah, so Hollywood. Well, California is Hollywood.
Yes.
New York City is more musicals and stuff like that. But yeah, New York. A lot of people love New York. I've only been to John F. Kennedy Airport. I've never actually been to New York. But yeah, a lot of people like it, except in the wintertime. You know how cold it is. New York is near my hometown. You like cold? Philippines is never cold weather, but New York is so cold and freezing. Like minus 10 degrees Celsius. I mean, it gets you don't mind the weather,
Yeah.
or would you rather go in the summertime when it's? So you guys, you want to see snow? You want to go someplace
Yes.
cold, or would you rather travel overseas during the summertime when it's not so cold?
No, we want to feel the snow.
The snow.
Make snowman.
Everybody says that they want to feel the snow and make snowman. Not me. I've lived there. I can watch it on TV or look outside is okay. But when you actually go out in the cold weather, no thanks. I prefer Philippines, warmer weather. I don't know what's the fascination about cold and
Maybe
snow,
just
but
good for experience.
yeah, just to experience it. Okay. Alright, so this video is going on an hour now. So this is the last question. I saved the best for last. What is your dream? And like what's your dream? Whatever it is, just tell me.
Actually, my dream is I want to be a successful. I want to be a rich.
You want to be rich, okay?
Yes, I want to have my own condo. I want to have my own house with
20 kids, yeah.
floors.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to be rich and successful, have your own house, have your own condo, do whatever you want. That's your dream.
That's
Alright. How about you, Melanie? What's your dream?
My dream is to have a house, get married, have a kid, and have a business.
So your dream is just to have a house, kids, business.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not to be rich.
I think it's so impossible to be that rich, but why not?
Yeah, okay. And so finally, Kimberly, what's your dream? She wants to be rich. She just wants a house and kids. How about you?
I want to be policewoman in the
Okay.
future, yes. Because that is my parents' dream for me.
Okay. So you want to do the dream that your parents want you to become a policewoman.
And I like it to becoming police.
Is it hard to become a policewoman, or
Yeah, so hard, but
you have to go to school, or how is it?
Yes.
You have to. Is it
school
like college?
training,
Like
in
boarding
1 year training,
So how long, like total time, does it take to become a police officer?
5 years, 5
I
6.
think 6 years.
6 years. Wow, that takes a long time. Holy cow! Lots of training and
4 years.
School.
School 4 years, then exam,
Exam.
exam and training apply.
so police officers got really good pay in the Philippines, or like.
Decent.
So these guys that's standing out on the at like the malls, are they police officers or no? That's just security.
Security.
Oh,
Security
okay.
guard, yes.
So it's different. Police
Different.
officer is actually like,
You should have the degree, you should pass the board exam, you should be able
security
to
officer
pass
doesn't need that. They can just have a gun and stand outside the mall. They don't need a degree or anything.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, I hope everybody's dreams come true.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for all the questions I asked, answers. No need to clap. You guys did it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, like button. That helps with YouTube's algorithm. And I'll see you guys in another video.